spectacular morning in the city of San Francisco. Walking down Page Street, I'm going to go through the dog park. I'm going to go on a jog, get some breakfast, getting ready for roster cut down day. The 49ers have to cut from what are they at right now? 77 to 53. And hey, it's a good bet that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be on that 53-man roster. Quick thought, because obviously I get it. The internet got set on fire yesterday after the news. Jimmy Garoppolo re-signs with the 49ers, takes a pay cut. It's going to be part of this team in 2022, unless the 49ers find a trade partner a lot quicker than people expect, and Jimmy Garoppolo waives the no-trade clause, but it doesn't seem like that's the driving intention of this at all for the time being. But anyway, you expect the freak out on social media. You expect people to be polarized and take sides and point fingers, and people say it's a great thing, people say it's a terrible thing, people make up drama. You know, that's really a lot of this stuff is just made up drama. Oh, Trey Lance can't handle it. I mean, so why can JaMycal Hasty handle running back competition? Why, you know, JaMycal Hasty can handle playing with good running backs. Kerry Hyder can handle playing with good defensive linemen in his room. So can Nick Bosa. Why couldn't Trey Lance handle playing with Jimmy Garoppolo, especially since the roles are defined? Trey is QB1 and Jimmy Garoppolo is on to be the backup. Anyway, a lot of this manufactured drama, you expect it, but at some point you have to settle down and start talking logically and start talking in the business sense. Why did the 49ers make this move? What's the next logical progression? Geez, it's sunny and it's a little bit loud. These outside shows, I got like these big dump trucks going by me. These guys don't want me to connect with the fans, but anyway, speaking of logical progressions, that this is exactly what the Jimmy Garoppolo situation was. From a business standpoint, it made sense for both the 49ers, and the more you think about it, for Garoppolo to proceed in the fashion that we saw them proceed. For the 49ers, I mean, I talked about this yesterday. This is something that they would have been okay with, I think, months ago, but they needed Jimmy to be on board. It's a situation where Jimmy Garoppolo had to wait out all the potential options or lack thereof to reach a position where staying with the 49ers, taking this pay cut, was what he deemed to be his best option. And that took a while. That took until right before cutdown day. He didn't have a playbook. He didn't own a playbook. He decided not to take one from the 49ers this past month. He was kind of working off on the side, but he wasn't in quarterback meetings. And all of that tells us that, you know, and plus the farewell conference from February 1st tells us that Jimmy Garoppolo was ready to move on. That Jimmy Garoppolo was going to either get traded or wait out until the 49ers released him so that he could go to the best possible option of his choosing. However, because of all the circumstances that happened, and this is what makes all those conspiracy theories regarding Jimmy Garoppolo's surgery, he did it on purpose, all this and all that, that's what makes them so crazy. He ran out of options. That ended up hurting Jimmy Garoppolo more than it hurt the 49ers. The 49ers came out on top. The 49ers were able to make the optimal business play here by A, strengthening their quarterback room, and B, doing it at a price that is financially efficient for them. So at the end of the day, this is logical. This is what had to happen based on the best interest of both sides. It just took a long time for the 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo to get to that spot where it was clear that this was in the best interest of both sides. And John Lynch was right. Deadline pressure is what helped both sides get there. The deadline pressure being today, 53-man roster cut down. So if you thought that we hadn't had enough drama, hadn't had enough interesting 49ers news in the last 24 hours, you're about to get some more. At 11:45, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are going to have a conference call. Then, at 1 p.m. Pacific time, is the deadline for the 49ers to cut to those 53 players. I've talked about this a lot. I'm very intrigued to see what exactly the 49ers do at some of those margin spots. But again, I'm confident that at quarterback, it's going to be Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo. All of a sudden, QB becomes an interesting margin spot. What do they do with Brock Purdy? What do they do with Nate Sudfeld? If I had to predict something, Purdy waived to the practice squad. Sudfeld might be cut outright. Maybe you carry 2 on the practice squad. I think that the 49ers might open up the whole roster spot with this quarterback maneuver with Jimmy Garoppolo, because now you're paying a guy $6.5 million guaranteed plus the per game roster bonuses. He's got to be active on game day. So I don't think you have to carry 3 quarterbacks on top of, one on top of Jimmy Garoppolo. All right, so I'm moving from Lower Haight to DuBose Triangle, and this is DuBose Park. This is a beautiful park in between 2 neighborhoods, just sandwiched right there in between 2 neighborhoods. That is the primary dog park in the city. I see a few dogs out right now, but come here on a Saturday afternoon, you might see 100 dogs just running around all this grass. This is what you call an idyllic scene. A lot of dogs hanging out early in the morning. And you can also tell that August is about to break because we don't have the morning fog that is always prevalent in August. View of downtown San Francisco. People living the life. This guy's going on a run. Probably what I should do. I need to get my workout in before the roster mayhem hits. A lot of teams on the East Coast already making their cuts. The 49ers have made a few. Nothing huge. The big news for the 49ers has been the Jimmy Garoppolo news. So anyway, DuBose Park, D-U-B-O-C-E Park, right geographically in the middle of San Francisco. What you can do, this is kind of cool actually. From here, see that tunnel right there? You can get on the train, the train's coming out of the tunnel, and you'll be in Cole Valley if you go through that tunnel, going the opposite way of where that train is going. And Cole Valley is another cool neighborhood. They got a really good brunch spot there called Zazie, but you could be in Cole Valley in like 2 minutes. You just go under that hill on the little subway. So San Francisco's got 47 neighborhoods and 49 square miles, and I've already been in 2 of them over the course of 7 minutes and 50 seconds in this video. I'm gonna walk down Sanchez Street here, gonna find a good coffee shop, but I gotta jog at some point. Yeah, who did let the dogs out? They're all barking in the video, aren't they? Long story short, the 49ers did what they had to do to optimize the business Garoppolo situation. A lot of people tried to mock me and stuff when I said that the 49ers were just handling this in the best business way possible a few months ago. Well, look who was right. 49ers were handling this in the best business way possible. And they're still doing that. They have a stronger roster today. They have a better team, stronger roster today than they did before this news broke. Guess what? That's all that really matters. It's about fielding the best football team possible. If you think this is going to hurt Trey Lance's ego, well, I think they checked with Trey Lance, first of all. That's what Albert Breer said. But if you think it's going to hurt his ego, you probably invested in the wrong guy. Because this is a locker room of men. Football is a violent sport. You're going to need depth at every position to survive seasons. The 49ers know this better than anybody else, with 2018 and 2020 going out the window. But it's also a competitive sport. And for people that don't understand the nature of competition, I think today's a great illustration of it. 32 teams are all releasing or waiving about 30 players today. That's about 900 guys who are amongst the best in the world at playing football who are losing their jobs today. That is what football is. It is a meritocracy. It is brutal. You could lose your job at the snap of a finger, and you better perform. Trey Lance has more job security than essentially any other player in the NFL. Maybe a few more may have a little bit more job security, right? But Trey Lance, given how much the 49ers invested in him, given the fact he's only on year 2 of his deal. He's got an insane amount of job security compared to most NFL players. So lose me with this, oh my God, he's going to have his feelings hurt. He won't be able to deal with Jimmy Garoppolo on the roster. Are you serious? The guy who he called Big Bro last year, his mentor from last season? No, I mean, even if he didn't call Jimmy Garoppolo that, Trey better be able to handle it. This is a man's sport. This is football. And there's competition at every single position. I don't think that quarterback position should be any different. And let's not forget the caveat here that the 49ers have made very sure to clearly articulate that Trey Lance is their quarterback number 1, that this is a move. I mean, they haven't spoken about this move yet, but we could piece together everything that the 49ers have said prior to this move, that, this is a move to insulate the position. They wanted to insulate the quarterback position. They wanted to go for depth at quarterback, and now they have it. And trying to read more into it, trying to say that they're somehow trying to threaten their starting quarterback's job with this move, I think is just trying to create drama where there clearly isn't any drama. Let me illustrate it this way. Last year, people tried to create drama surrounding Jimmy Garoppolo's status as quarterback 1. There was no actual drama in the 49ers building, right? Jimmy was QB1, Trey was learning behind him. This time around, the roles have reversed. Trey is QB1 and Jimmy Garoppolo is depth. It's not the exact same scenario because they're not developing Jimmy Garoppolo behind Trey Lance, but I would say that it is a related one because you have clearly defined roles on this team. You have a backup because you factor in the possibility of needing one. And I don't think that the fact that, recognizing the fact that Trey Lance was hurt twice last year and this offensive line is a concern is some kind of nefarious plot by the 49ers to undermine their second-year quarterback. I think that's just drama, and we're not here for the drama. Anyway, 53-man cut-down day today. Wanted to kind of clear the board of some of the Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance stuff. The 49ers are a stronger team today than yesterday. I'm walking through DuBose Triangle in San Francisco. I'm about to go on a little jog, get some coffee. Everybody else should do the same, stay healthy, and get ready for what's going to be another packed day of football news. It is almost 9 o'clock, right? Probably 8:30 right now. So the 49ers will have John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan on a conference call at 11:45, and then they're going to cut their roster by 1 o'clock Pacific time. So buckle up. This 2022 season just getting started, and I'm going to do my best to give you guys tours of the city, tours of food, and talk some 49ers along the way this year. Everybody, thank you. Have a great day, and tune in soon. Sub to The Athletic. Got a big article up there on the business machinations behind the Jimmy Garoppolo decision. Business 101, baby. 49ers optimized the game plan, and they're going to be better for it. Better team now than they were yesterday. Everybody have a great day.